Hello my fellow gamers, Geek Gaming, and welcome back once again to our next episode from the Modern World Modsauce 2 server. Yep, today is episode 25, and before we get on to today's episode in terms of telling you exactly what we want to do, I thought I might as well just give you a quick little recap in terms of what we've been doing over the last episode or two. Firstly, in the last episode, we were messing around with Thaumcraft ones, more specifically the foci, to gain the what foci that we have at the moment. That one, it mainly is warding. What this does is protects any block with some magical force to the point where it gives it the sort of strength as bedrock, so you can put as much as you put hammers, dynamite, withers on it, it will not destroy it, which means it makes it near enough invulnerable. Other people can't destroy it. As to why Jay found out, yes, we pranked Jay also. We pranked Jay in the last episode, and it was the best prank ever. Basically what I did, I got loads of soul sand, wrapped it in warding, then put wither skulls on, put a good feel about his base to make him think that basically the withers are just about to explode. He wasn't sure of it. Obviously we knew that, and he won't find out till later today, or obviously the day I'm recording, which is about 3 days ago. And it was the best blooming prank ever. From what he said on Skype, he crapped himself, and then watching his video reaction as to when he found the hidden wither was the best thing ever. I just burst out laughing. Part of me thinks I should have hit that thing just that little bit higher, so it would have been out of view of the mountains. Obviously, as you saw, it was a little bit too low, and I really should have done something about it. But anyways, what is it we want to do today? Well, today, the end game really is we want to mess around and get to the Gaia Spirit, i.e. we want to beat that thing, because we have never faced the guy, and all the time we have messed around with Botania. I've never got that far in it, and that I would really love to do. But before we get onto that, we need to do loads of stuff with Botania and loads of other little things as well, because if you remember, our Botania room is basically an empty room, an empty hole in the freaking rock. This hasn't been touched since we dug it out maybe like a few weeks back, and that is something that we're going to have to get onto, probably not today, but we still have a lot of stuff to do, because one of the things that we want to get done is we need to sort out our farm areas. Not mainly this one here with all the animals we've already placed down, thank God, so it's going to save us a bit of time, but the one that's going to be just through here, that is where we're going to be placing all of our crops. And how are we going to harvest them crops? You may think we might just use the harvesters and the planters, so we can just place them down and then forget about them, and in time we have an absolute stupid amount of freaking resources from that. But I just want to go a slightly different route, more specifically a Thaumcraft route. And the bit in Thaumcraft that we're mainly talking about is this one here, Golems. Yeah, we want to use Golems. Not too sure if we're going to use in the straw golem, as you can see here, but we want to use golems to basically plant, harvest, drop off, do all the things that the harvest and planters are going to do. But look, even better, yeah, it's going to be a freaking mountain of work to when we do. We still got to empty that bloody room out up there. I'm casually working out in my head exactly what we want. I just need to work out exactly how many areas we want for plants and stuff, and before we even get onto that, we've got loads of research to do. Obviously, this is the first one for the straw golem, and I'm just debating whether to do as much research as possible and then come back with, so we've got all the golems, including up to, I believe, the forming golem. There's a good few varieties of golems, going from straw, cobble, flesh, formium. There's a fair few out there. I know I've missed a fair few. So we're going to get some of that done, and also I'm going to try and get that blooming room dug out. So when I come back, hopefully, maybe, just maybe, we might just do might have just done a good amount of freaking research that we need to do. Because as you can see, we've already got the hungry chest. That was one you had to buy. And according to this one, the hungry chest is able to pick up items that are items by itself if they are dropped close enough to touch it. So I think basically like one block distance. So probably not something we're going to use, but I'm thinking just make a golem that can put stuff in chests, and that'll basically just be hooked up directly to the A system. So I'm definitely going to have some fun and games with this. Right, first things, like I said, research. Right then, this is what we've been up to since we last saw you. Firstly, this is our soon-to-be crouch room. Yes, it is a vast room. Like from here to the back, it's about 45 blocks, which is just bloody enormous. It does look blooming epic just thinking about it. And this, obviously, as you can kind of gather, will have all, if not every type of plant we can think of. Obviously, all the main vanilla plants, all the plants from Gainey's mod, and also a few types of trees, most likely in the 2 spots just over there where the holes haven't been dug out for. Obviously, as you can kind of gather, all the soils and stuff. Though, this one I think we'll might have to change into Netherrack or something. I'm not quite sure yet, but it will look the business once we're now up and running. And also, in terms of the golems that we've been working on, this is the amount of research that I've actually done. As you can see, quite a lot. Though we've still got a good few others that we need to get, and we've got another research that we're just about to now claim. Yeah, this is now for the tallow golems, and as you can see, if we just have a quick run through, as you can see, this was the first one we saw before. And then as soon as we unlock that, we unlock so much else, including like the golem gathering, the golem macer's bell. I think this in terms of controlling the buggers. No idea what these are. Obviously, as you can see, golem upgrades, but I don't exactly know what these things blooming do. What else we got? Wooden golem. No, as you can see, it just tells you exactly how it's made in terms of durability, strength, self-repair, carry limit, average, and upgrades. We still got to try and work out exactly what we want to do in terms of all the other golems and upgrades as well. And we still got one last little bit of research to do. This one, as you can see, Formium, and I think that is the one I really want for it in there, but that is going to take a bloody while, and even to bloody make the things, as you saw, it's a bloody nightmare. And I'm thinking maybe just starting off, you know, with a straw and wooden golem, just to show you guys exactly how the hell the things are actually made. And basically, that's everything you need. So we just need a bucket. I did have a bucket on me, stupidly put it back in the system because I thought I didn't need it. Right, that's boiling. Right, let us make our straw golem. Even though we're not really going to use it, we just want to see exactly, obviously, how they're made and stuff. So first thing we've got to do, I believe we have to go Spiritus, Modsauce, then Humanus, then 1 bale of straw, and voila, 1 straw golem. So we just place this thing down, and voila. And obviously we can't really do anything with it at the moment. We might as well make this wooden golem as well. See, we've got all the things here, so let's just do it again. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1 wooden golem. And one thing I do need is a lot of bloody great wood. Them 4 saplings we've got right at the top of the canyon have not grown ever since the bloody planted them up there. So I think I'm going to have to find a site nearby to hopefully grow them. Right, now we need to actually control things. And to do that, as you saw just a moment ago, I'll just touch the prop up. Upon it is this thing here, the Gold Mace's Bell. Basically, you need 4 nether quartz and a stick. So we have got the nether quartz in here. I think we have got absolute tons of it, though we will start growing it eventually, which will be bloody amazing. 1 stick. Where are you? Is that all I've got? 8 roomy sticks left. Right, I might as well put me 1 back in here. We've got loads of freaking this on it. Got tons. Perfect. So throw you in like that. Like that. Gold Mace's Bell. At the moment, will it do anything? Ah, that tells you exactly where you want it to go. So I want this golem to go there. Boom, boom. But obviously, as you know, won't do anything. Right, to actually tell them to do something, we need these things here. The golem core. So that one's gather, and that one's empty. Fill. What's this one? Guard and harvest. Yeah, this one I definitely know I need. So there's the research. Go away. What's this one? Gather. So to make it, we need nitro bricks. That's easy enough. And then we throw that in a cauldron with lucrum and terror. That's not too bad. Right, let's just have a look at this one. Empty. Ooh, might as well want that one. What have we got here? Use. Fancy. And you do not have required aspects to purchase this. Oh well, we might as well just make this gather one. So it's around about an hour or so later than when you last saw me, and I've watched a fair few videos in terms of trying to understand how the whole mechanics of the golems work, and I'm grasping it slowly. It's just a case, some of it's still kind of a little bit on the baffling side. Other bits is like, I'm getting this. I am getting this. And other than that, I've done a little bit more research. As you can see, I've got the harvest one now, and I've also unlocked the 4 million golem. And if you're just looking at our inventory, we've got one. So I think this guy here can be the harvester, I think, or shall he be the gatherer? I don't know. It doesn't really make much difference because I need to make a hell of a lot more of these. But at the moment, I don't really have enough of these blooming crystals to actually make stuff. That means I might have to do an overnight stint just to get enough freaking crystallized essentia just so I can make a good fair few more of these 4 million blooming golems. But apart from that, we're enough ready to go. And obviously, as you can kind of aware, the little core that we're going to make is the harvest one. So to make that, how do I make that again? I freaking looked at it and I can't really remember. It is plate and mito and mesa. Okay, it's not too bad. So mesa, mito, throw that in. There we go, 1 harvest core. And also what we need to also make is a little upgrade for one of these things. I think we might as well, yeah, we're going to stick it on this guy. So we are going to put 1 auto and wrap it with gold, like so. And voila, this gives us 1 golem upgrade order. Improves organization insights. Basically what this is going to do, if we just have a look in a little Formonomicon, in the harvest one, I need to turn that blooming bugger off. You'll be able to see order upgrade, harvest golems fitted with this upgrade will now attempt to replant the crops they've just harvested. This could fail if the plant failed to drop a proper seed or seedling. So it's gonna be interesting. Some bits I'm still not entirely sure, especially when we're doing it on camera. This is like, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Right, I need to grab some seeds, and hopefully I should have enough. Oh, that's perfect. I got more than enough. Right, throw that Naruto in, throw the cable in. Is there anything else we need to chuck? Nah, I think that's done. And luckily enough, got myself at least on the basis thing set up, so we can get going. And in terms of getting going, we had a little problem before in terms of setting up all these blooming golems. And that is mainly because when we set it up, it got hooked to a certain block. And then when it picked up the item, it went back to the block and it had nothing to put it into. That's why I think we're possibly just going to put this chest here. This one could be the chest pumping the items into, and that one can be the ones receive, or yes, sorry about that. Yeah, this one can be the one that's basically all the seeds are delivered in, so it can basically be planted. And that one will be the one that everything gets sent into. So obviously that's the one for the freaking wheat and stuff. So hopefully this all bloody works. I don't know if it will or not. So let's just place 1 golem here. Now he is hooked up. We want you with a harvest upgrade, like so. Now he's turned on. Perfect. Right, we'll give the wooden golem the what's this one? The harvest. Is that the right one? Yeah, I was right. I was getting a little bit on the confused side then. Right, place you on there like so. Now we just need to place you here. Perfect. He's got 1 upgrade. Right. So the fun begins. Let us plant a few of these. This is going to be really, really intriguing. Right. Good thing enough, I've got some bone meal, so I'm able to see this. Hopefully this will work. Right, bone meal. Let's just say, let's do this one here. Like that. Now, we just have to wait for one of these 2 idiots to come and collect it. It should be this guy. Finally, he's done it. He's replanted. He's got the wheat. Placed it in the chest. Oh, well, turn that off a minute. There we go. 1 wheat in there. And there's no seeds. And he should have the seeds on him. Right, how do we check? Do we right click on the core or something? Or I'm not entirely sure how to check his inventory. Oh, I don't need to make sure I don't blooming hit the bugger. So that is in essence how the thing will work. Pretty fancy, and I've got at least another 8 or 9 to do. And the fun thing with me is trying to work out exactly how I'm going to get it working with the Gainies mods. I don't even know if it actually works with them, so that is definitely going to be an interesting one. Now on to the next stage of getting all of this blooming up and running. As you can see, these things have been working absolutely wonders, to the point where you can see freaking things floating about. And if we just have a look in this chest, completely and utterly full up. So this is just absolutely amazing. And also, you may also have noticed I have 3 more forming blooming golems. Yeah, these things are so expensive as well. I literally had to do an overnight stint just to get enough essentia crystals, just so I could actually make these little buggers. And I think we've got enough just to make a few more. And I've also done a few tests in terms of what we can really use it from. Funnily enough, the Neville Quartz Bush, they work on which I completely shocked by. I really didn't expect those things to work with these. And also, the glowstone one and the blaze one just over there don't work. So I think we'll be doing something similar to what we got out there for the for our sugarcane little production just over there. So that in itself is amazing in itself. Right, first thing we got to do is we have to get all this hooked up simply to the A system. By that we mean hook it up with a simple input bus, and I have an absolute ton of them already pre-made because we have got a lot of work to do, primarily in that other room. This is just get the ball rolling to get everything basically sent over there. So we just need to get rid of that. Luckily enough, we have plenty of cable. I think we'll sort that one out just a little bit later on, but I just want to initially get this one up and running. Right, that goes there, and also all the system is hooked up. So if we just look onto there, as you can see, it's got power now connected to the system, and we've got 1 of 32 channels, which is awesome. That one is itself says 1 of 32. Cool. Right, now that should be freaking sucking everything out in fit. Aha, right, that is perfect. Right, I probably need to put a few acceleration cards in here just to speed the thing up, but and actually it's speeding up a lot faster now. That's perfect. Right, next job, seeing that one's up and running, and it's going to be producing loads and loads of blooming wheat and seeds, is connect this one up. Actually, this one's already connected up as well with the fun and games that we have here. Look, load of machines. So just to give you the general idea in terms of what we're doing with all of these, firstly, the grinder, this little thing, let me just grab my pickaxe, which I seem to have thrown in the wrong place. Grinder itself is going here, and I freaking didn't change it round. Stupid me. Right, grinder is going here, and that's the bloody wrong way round. And this is going to be slaughtering any adult animals that do come into here. And the way they're going to be sent over here is by, where is this thing? The chrono thingy-majiggy. And what this thing does, when these things breed, it'll instantly search for any chicks. As you can see, if we go and right click on there, moving babies into that area, and then as soon as the babies grow up, that'll grind them into chickens. So we got food. Then the next step for this is conserve rancher. That goes here. I'll just move this around like so. This thing obviously is going to be sucking out all of the eggs that these buggers produce. Hopefully this should be a big enough range for it. And last but not least, going in, move out of the way, you little son of a bitch. Yeah, last one but not least is, where are you? Breeder. Yeah, this is why we're making all those seeds over there. The seeds will be sent over to this one, and that means, yeah, it is going to be fun again. Right, where is that hammer? I just want to see if they are all in range of everything. That is my main goal. Ah, right, there we go. I knew I still had it somewhere. Move that out of the way. Select that. Oh my god, I am a blooming genius. It fits like a bloody glove. Yeah, and in terms of the powering, the Tesseract itself, that's we're going to be using to power. Look enough, we've already pre-made everything. We'll be going underneath here, and then we'll be connecting it all up with these cables. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get it all done off camera. There's no point me trying to show you, because it would just be really slow and boring. So I'm going to show you once it's all done, and you can get a general idea of how it all properly works. I cannot wait. Right, everything is now set up, apart from one last little thing. Blooming breeder. I did a quick little test before, and it does work. And this one is a little bit iffy sometimes. Every once in a while, I hear the chickens scream like they've been ransacked from their eggs. And every once in a while, as you can see there, we've just got the odd egg just lying around that thing. Just didn't seem to collect. Though just around the bank, everything is nicely now hooked up. We might just stick a few more little bits of A2 goodness underneath, like the redstone emitters, so that way it'll turn all the machines off once we've reached a certain amount of freaking stock, i.e. say 10,000 chickens or 10,000 eggs, for however many freaking items I choose to set it to. So last thing we've got to do is just set this export just on the breeder here. This is going to be pretty fun because I don't know if it actually works. If you use the transfer node, it works from that. So this is going to be fun and games. Right, just have to set this up. So it's going to be pumping seeds in. Voila, it is pumping the seeds in, and these things should be breeding. We've already got 2 chicks. There we go. It is working wonders. And they're going nuts. And there we go. 1 little chicken, and 3, 2, 1. You should be pulled out into this area here. Okay, this is going nuts. There we go. Chickens are now in here, and it's going absolutely bonkers. Now I just need to grow these bloody buggers up. Now, how the hell do I grow chickens up? Do I have to feed them seeds? I'm getting tons of freaking seeds in here, so I might as well just have a quickie little try. We've got plenty of seeds anyway. Nah, it doesn't work. Oh well, I tried. Right, now the fun part, actually getting all the rest of these actually set up. And in terms of the cows over here, this one is going to be pretty fun because they produce milk, and I want to store all my future liquids in an A system. That means me digging into extra cells. That probably won't happen for at least the next few episodes. Obviously, as you know, I want to do Botania. Right, as I was saying, let's get all this hooked up, and then I'll be able to show you the results. Right, we are finally done with this thing. It's only taken us like 2 blooming days to get this episode recorded. Especially the fact that we've had to try and find time in between work, and also when I couldn't really do much more, I had to do some AFK farming, which was a case of get some stuff cooking up, you know, the Thaumcraft's crystallized essential, getting that cooking up overnight, so we could actually finish up and try and get some stuff done this early this afternoon before we had to go to work today. And obviously now it's like 2:10 in the bloody morning, and I am absolutely knackered, but I am so glad this is all finished and hooked up. I've still got a few little bits and bobs to do, you know, like, as I mentioned before, the redstone emitters to basically turn these machines off when I've reached a certain limit, but we can probably just touch upon those things much later anytime. You saw there, the grinders are working like magic. It is absolutely fantastic to have all this hooked up, and as you can see, if we just pop over to here and look at the breeder, it's full of carrots, and it'll be the same for the freaking sheep, which will be full of freaking wheat, or near enough full of wheat, and also for the chickens, you can see, full of seeds. So this is working absolute wonders, and I have no idea how many chickens this is going to spawn overnight. All I'm going to say is it's going to spawn a lot, and I've already had to reduce these down to about freaking 3 breeding pairs, not 4 like it was before. They're kind of going a little bit mad. Yeah, and I'm going to have some fun and games getting this edited for you guys, and I'm hoping I should be able to get it up for you guys today. Obviously, today being the 3rd, obviously I'm speaking for you in the past. If it's not the 3rd, then I insanely apologise, but the way things are going, I reckon I will be able to get it done, edited in the morning, rendered, and then uploaded through the night. So should be good. And I think on that note, we are gonna end the episode there. Yeah, we've done an absolute ton today, getting everything all hooked up, but we still have loads to do, such as that bloody room behind us. We still got to rise to the ceiling, get all the plants set up, and a few things that I mentioned just a moment ago, and make more golems, which is going to cost me an arm and a bloody leg, which I'm not particularly looking forward to. But in the next episode, I'm thinking we're going to go back to Botania. We're going to get that room sorted out. We can actually get loads of them cake flowers that actually eat cakes, so that means we can automate the production of cakes just for that sole purpose, which is just even just thinking about it is just mental, and it should be able to lead us on to eventually get to the Gaia. If we can do it next episode, that will be absolutely amazing. If not, then it's just one of those things that's not going to happen. But on that note, like I said, we're going to end in there. So if you have enjoyed it and really do want to see much more from the series and the server, please do make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, please do subscribe, because every single like, comment, and subscription helps my channel so much. And I'll see you next time.